takes it and blesses thousands.
All right.
I believe that in this text, y'all, there's a lesson that we can learn from this land.
All right.
But there's a question I got to ask the text before. Are y'all here with me today?
Yeah.
There's a question I've got to ask before we even talk about. I often wonder when I read this text, it's one of my favorite stories in the Bible. I wonder, why did Jesus choose to use him?
All right. All right.
Have you ever thought about that? Why didn't Jesus use Philip? Why didn't Jesus use one of the other disciples? Why didn't Jesus use one of the men? Why did Jesus use this boy in the text?
All right.
Well, first of all, the most logical answer to that question is, logically, he was the only one that was willing to be used. Oh, y'all ain't gonna help me here. He was the only one that was willing to offer his resources, his possession, his merchandise unto the Lord.
All right.
He was the only one that was visibly and vocationally voluntary.
All right. All right.
But there's some good news in that, and that is that even faith alone, when there are only a few folk that will be voluntary. Oh, this is helping me all by myself. Even though there's a small segregation of people in the midst of the fellowship that'll be willing to do what others won't do, the good news is that God can take the few and do much with the few.
All right. All right. All right. Sure, you're right.
He's the only one that's visibly voluntary, and Jesus uses him because he was willing. I got a question today, y'all. If you were in this situation with the Lord, will you have the spirit of the land? If you were in this situation where thousands of people have been following Jesus, they have been journeying him for miles and miles, they have left their homes, they have left their job, they have left their place of comfort, they have left their place of familiarity, and they have journeyed now with Jesus, impressed by what Jesus has done in the lives of people. And as they've been journeying, now they're at a place in their life where they are not only following Jesus, but because they've been following him, they find a need that needs to be met.
All right. All right.
They are hungry. They are hungry. And that's important, y'all, because to the Jews of that day, to the people of that time, food was not something that you wasted.
That's right.
Most of the people were poor. Most of the people were marginalized. Most of the people of the Jewish community did not have food to waste. So food was very important to them. And by this boy giving his food, that was suggesting that he trusted God so much that he would be willing to give him something that was so important to him.
All right.
But that it may benefit not just me. Oh, y'all ain't gonna help me here. But the masses. Why did he use them? Here's three quick things since we all cold today. I'll give you these three quick things. I'll go and maybe we get a shot over there. But I believe there's three reasons why Jesus used it. Number one, I believe he uses the boy as a product of performing this miracle to show us what he can do with our lives when we are in, watch this, the right venue.
All right. All right.
When we are in the right venue. In other words, Jesus uses this boy as a symbol of what he can do with with our lives when we are in the right crowd.
All right.
When we are in the right place. When we are in the right assembly. And the way we know that this boy is in the right crowd is because he's in the crowd that's following Jesus.
All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
He's not just Trina in any crowd, but he's in the crowd that's following Christ.
Yeah.
He's not just in any assembly, but he's in the assembly that's following he who is awesome and almighty.
All right. All right.
He's not just in any mass, but he's in a mass of people that's following the master who is magnificent and who can work miracles. He's in the right crowd because he's in the crowd that's following Jesus.
Yeah.